Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Washington Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. Guys, he told me that his quarterback deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Not only has he taken care of the ball and done a great job through the passing attack, he is devastating in the rushing game. He's been unstoppable this season in the red zone, a true dual-threat quarterback. I'll keep you posted on how he continues to rise in that Heisman conversation. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the delay, it's Marshall. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their...
Oh, space! He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Williams. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that stuff. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. Pocket breaking down. Moving past the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carr. There's some room. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Powers through the defender. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And the Wolverines will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. Makes a grab and room to run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On the run, it's Collins. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the...
Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Huskies are threatening on first and goal. Using his feet. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
And so how physical are you willing to be offensively at this point on third down coming up? You want to keep trying to run the football. I mean, you're right there at the goal line. How do you want to do it, though? You want to spread him out, maybe go zone read in the middle, give your quarterback the option to keep it? Or do you want to bring the big fellas in, go jumbo formation, and just try to impose?
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Nice move there. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Play fake, Underwood. It's complete on the right side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
Hands it off on the counter. He breaks a tackle. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. They feed him again. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man to the left. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the point after is good. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing, Williams. Under fire. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out there. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the 1st half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find the answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him...
Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They'll snag it just inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Just feeds the running back. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Here comes the option. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Tight end now in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. On the move. And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. This offense has it with really good field position. Defense showing blitz here. Red pass, it's complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
This offense has put on a display, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Huskies!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen to, dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
Here's Williams to throw. And the ball's out there after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Past the 50, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they turn it into a defensive score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Williams throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? for a man. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Might have a chance.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Williams. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in
going downfield for the big play. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Husky. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The offense changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the number 20 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Red Hawks who are faring well right now in their quest to turn this season around. 2-3 would hardly be 5-0, but if they can close this out, they've accomplished something.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Throwing, Williams. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got more. Touchdown, Michigan! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And, man, this defense defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Here's Williams to throw. He's got the back in the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Nice pickup on the return. Important. They got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run. Upstairs, he's got it. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it again. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. On the move, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the 1st down.
He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
A strike downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Gets the back moving. Underwood dumps it off in the flats. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming. See it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
To the air, it's Underwood. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll take it himself. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. And he's in! Touchdown, Michigan! The extra point here would tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Williams. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And I love the aggressiveness and physicality of this defense. Third down, they run the football. You say absolutely not. This is a strength of this offense. Usually, they're really good at converting third downs. This defense just stood up and made a play.
Fourth down, Williams. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Touchdown, Washington! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Huskies back on top.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to Pater. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get turnover. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The run inside. It's Carr. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to it. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back down.
And it's good! And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
That's a great job by the coverage unit on special teams, flying down the field, not just getting to the ball carrier, but knocking the ball free and creating a massive takeaway. You could argue that's easily one of the biggest plays of this game.
Play action with Williams. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch them off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Pressure coming. Breaks loose.
And this defense, how about it, man? Putting some pressure on the quarterback, getting the big sack, but now letting him take off and get so many yards back and climb back in this third down situation. Good response by this offense from a disastrous first down.
Williams from the gun on third down. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Rams him with the stiff arm. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Got his man downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Snags it, and there's running room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, with the game on the line, knowing you just need 1 first down to end this thing, you're going to the perimeter of the field on a quick-hitting play with a lot of speed, David, able to outflank the defense to seal this thing.
And it's so smart because the defense brings in all these big bodies, and they're playing physical, downhill run game. What do? You get to the edge. Nice job getting the guy with some speed on the perimeter and getting the first down and icing this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams to the air again. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Before you get started, you can customize your Dynasty experience. This is where you'll adjust your settings to fit the way you want to play. With custom conferences, you can realign the college landscape however you see fit. You can also import any custom team builder teams you want to include. Now it's time to choose your team. Each school has a unique set of athletic director expectations, which are goals that you'll need to accomplish as a coach. The school's demeanor will impact how they respond if you miss certain expectations. Patient schools will give you a longer leash, while some schools will be demanding from day one. These factors all feed into your dynasty blueprint by influencing your dynasty point budget. A bigger budget means you can hire more staff, upgrade your school's facilities, and invest more NIL on your roster. Now it's time to choose your role on the coaching staff. Whatever role you decide, here you can create your own coach or choose to play as an exhibit. Now you need to choose your coach's archetype. As a motivator, you'll be focused on developing and inspiring your players. Recruiters excel in finding and bringing in new talent to their programs. Tacticians maximize your team's chances of success on game day with their understanding of the X's and O's. Make sure you review your athletic director expectations often. They are the key to the
29. Set hut. Here we go. Set. Blue 30, blue 30. Green 60 hut. Good job, we gonna do what we do. Let's go. Set. Black 18. Black 18. Let's go. Pump it up, baby. Go! That's what it is, baby. That's what it is. Set. Red 18. Red 18. White 53, white 53. We ready hot.